Moving on now, damning revelations about Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign are emerging after her former campaign manager testified in a federal court. Now, he claimed that Hillary Clinton herself orchestrated a plan to smear rival Donald Trump over alleged links to a Russian bank back in 2016. Now, the story quickly caught the attention of the world's richest man, Elon Musk, who tweeted about the, quote, Clinton hoax.
Bet most people still don't know that a Clinton campaign lawyer, using campaign funds, created an elaborate hoax about Trump and Russia. Makes you wonder what else is fake.
Hillary Clinton's former campaign manager is now confirming that she was at the center of Russiagate all along. Robbie Mook testified in federal court that during Clinton's 2016 campaign, she agreed to a plan to leak a story to the press claiming that Donald Trump had secret ties to Russia.
I discussed it with Hillary as well. I don't remember the substance of the conversation, but notionally, the discussion was, hey, we have this and we want to share it with a reporter. She agreed with the decision.
This testimony was made in the trial of Michael Sussman, a former Clinton campaign lawyer who has been charged with lying to the FBI. So far, prosecutors have presented evidence that Clinton's team didn't just go to the media, but that members such as Sussman actually worked with cyber researchers at the firm Fusion GPS to make it look like they had evidence to back up their claims, and they then leaked that information to the FBI. Now, former President Trump has responded to the latest revelations, and he said that this scandal has had a lasting impact.
This is one of the greatest political scandals in history. For 3 years, I had to fight her off, and fight those crooked people off, and you'll never get your reputation fully back. Where do I get my reputation back?
And it's not just Trump's reputation, but it's also the reputation of the FBI, the DOJ, and every single mainstream media outlet that ran with the Russiagate story, as they proved to the public that they didn't need to take the time to find out if the information was accurate before they presented it as fact. Now, as for Hillary Clinton herself, it remains to be seen whether or not she will actually take the stand at this time around. However, the focus for now remains on her team.
Journalist and columnist Bradley Blankenship believes the revelations about Hillary Clinton's campaign tactics will impact the Democrats, who are currently going through turbulence in the polls.
I think it's pretty clear that there was two main motivations for Hillary Clinton and her team doing this. The first one was to deal with the fallout from the WikiLeaks scandal about her campaign and the very obvious conspiracy against the Bernie Sanders campaign. And the second thing was to influence the foreign policy of the Trump administration, to make it so that way Trump's foreign policy, which was supposed to be more restrained, couldn't be so that, if he were more lax with Russia or willing to be diplomatic with Russia, that he would be considered, some kind of Manchurian candidate. I think that it will impact their reputation. There's a very important midterm election coming up, and Joe Biden knows that. The Democrats are slated to get absolutely destroyed in this election, potentially lose both houses of Congress, and that will essentially destroy his presidency and usher in Trump again. I think that, people blowing the whistle on this is going to really upset that election and ultimately Democratic politics in general.